Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is James, and in this video, if you didn't, couldn't, or wouldn't make it through The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1 and or 2, in this video I'll be doing a quick summary of the series. It can be a refresher if you have already seen the show, or if you just don't want to view the series and need the story info. In this video, we take a look at the story of The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1 and 2. Let's first look at where we are, who is in the show, and at what point in the timeline we are. Looking at a USA map, the locations and communities are as follows. We're dealing with what's called the Alliance of the Three. Three large communities aligned together. We have Civic Republic, it's 200,000 people. It's located in Philadelphia, which is a secret hidden city that the other two communities do not know exactly where it is. Civic Republic has a large and well-equipped military, Civic Republic Military, or CRM. We see their three-circle logo and CRM in The Walking Dead main show and Fear the Walking Dead. The other two communities are Omaha, which is 100,000 people. It has a satellite community called Campus Colony, 10,000 people. And the third is Portland, Oregon, 87,000 people. The story takes place 10 years into the apocalypse, so compared to The Walking Dead main show, Rick and Jadis left The Walking Dead a little over 3 years in. 3 years in. At the 10-year point timeline of World Beyond, The Walking Dead main show is almost at, just a few months away from, Judith saving Magna's group, that large time jump after Rick left. That's about where World Beyond is right now. I predict the scene at the end of The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 24 of Rick should be around the 4 to 5 year point because he had a recovery time from his wounds and stuff. The Michonne part should be, according to the Walking Dead Wiki timeline, around the 12-year point. Nebraska, 10 years in, a group of teenagers who barely remember the old world, who have really only known the walls of their community of Nebraska State University campus. It was a safe zone at the beginning of the apocalypse and developed into Campus Colony. At 10 years in with its alliance, it partakes in what seems to be CRM leeching them, and also Omaha and Portland, of their brightest minds. But it's some sort of exchange program, they say. Hope and Iris's dad, Leo, a real smart scientist, was sent to CR to work on a cure, but both Iris and Hope are suspicious of CRM's no communication policy, and CR will not tell them where he is located. Campus Colony is marking the 10-year point with a celebration event called Monument Day. A special guest, Lieutenant Colonel Kublik, arrives from the CRM. Hope and Iris are sent a secret message that their dad is in danger. They're also given a map by Kublik of a place in New York where she says their dad is working. But she says certainly don't try anything, of course. He's okay. In secret, she wants them to leave the Campus Colony, and more on why a little bit later. Hope and Iris and two more teens, Elton, a kind of a nerd, and Silas, a big kid, a social outcast with a dark past, they all leave Campus Colony on their adventure, a crazy cross-country adventure, mind you, from Nebraska to New York, to warn their dad he's in some kind of trouble. There's also two adult characters, campus security types from Campus Colony, Felix and Huck. They go after them once they realize they're gone. In a very disturbing twist, though, Lieutenant Colonel Kublik actually wanted them out because she was ordered to exterminate Campus Colony. Everyone was killed, and the viewer had no idea why. Afterwards, while Kublik was back at Civic Republic at her apartment with all the amazing amenities of old world stuff like electricity, TV, radio, and all that, Kublik going over some maps of Omaha because they're going to do the same thing, destroy it. A soldier visits, though, with concerns about what they're doing, and she has him put into a rehabilitation facility. So at this point, I won't bore you with a lot of details of the journey of the kids and all that kind of stuff and everything that happened. I will sum it up a little quicker. Their journey reveals that Hope is the only one that's supposed to make it. Huck is a plant embedded from the CRM to get Hope out somehow, but it's got to be her choice and not forced. So the whole thing was simply to get Hope to choose to go on her own and help CRM work on the cure with Dad because supposedly she's some genius, and the others, though, they're expendable. No one dies on the journey. Elton and Silas separate from the group. Iris and Felix find a small group or community at the edge of the CRM test facility, and that's where Dad and Hope are. And that's the place we find out that's where all the A's go from the main show of The Walking Dead, the A's and B's. At least we know the A's are test subjects, and this is where they go. They're testing on them to try to find a cure. We find out Kubelik is Huck's mom, and we find out flashback stuff like the military forces firing on each other, defying orders against shooting civilians, jets shooting down civilian planes maybe. A lot of crazy stuff going on, but much of that info is vague. Hope does figure out Huck's plan, but goes with her anyway as far as trying to get Hope out and not the others. Silas gets captured by CRM, allowing Elton and another character they come across, Percy, to escape. So that's the end of season 1. It ends with Iris and Felix finding that group I mentioned, Hope being taken by CRM along with Huck. Hope, of course, is going to meet with her dad, hopefully to start working on stuff, and then we go to season 2. Season 2 is better than season 1 in many ways. Season 2 at least gives us most of the mythology we know about the mysterious three-circle helicopter group. We did find out a little bit about Rick. Jadis is in season 2, and she does mention him, but all she says is that she had something valuable that she gave to CRM. That's pretty much it. But we start season 2 with Hope and Huck being told about Campus Colony and Omaha. Lieutenant Colonel Kubelik fills them in on the tragedy, and even though we know the truth, CRM blamed an enormous horde of walkers that they called a column on wiping out the communities. Felix and Iris also find out about it from the new group that they find called the Perimeter. Felix's boyfriend escaped CRM and is now with them. And Felix's boyfriend is another security person like Felix that went with Leo, the dad, when he initially went to the CRM facility from Campus Colony. His security detail, Felix's boyfriend, another campus security person, went with him. So along the way, they tried to actually kill that guy, but he gets away and he's being hidden by this Perimeter group. So of course, when Iris and Felix finds them, he's there. And just to reiterate, the CRM facility that they're testing subjects on, that Leo's at, that Hope's being taken to and stuff like that, that's in upstate New York, a different area than Philadelphia area where the actual Civic Republic city or community is at. The Perimeter group has an agreement with CRM. The group won't be bothered if they help keep people and travelers away from the facility. They kind of surround, that's why they're called the Perimeter group. They kind of surround a little bit the edges of getting to the facility. So they keep people and walkers away. So then we have Felix, Iris on the outside at the Perimeter. Hope is on the inside and finally gets to see her dad, Leo, who's been studying walkers in various ways at the research facility. Elton and Percy also find the Perimeter group. Silas, being captured in season 1 there at the end, is taken to a culling facility. This is the same place, culling facility, the little weapon they use. It's the same one we see at the end of season 11, episode 24 of The Walking Dead with Rick. The jacket's the same, the weapon's the same. So Rick was at a culling facility also, possibly even the same one. CRM has set up several with big plans for more, a culling facility designed to draw in hundreds of walkers using loud music, noise, lights, and then they're killed. And so Silas and Rick, they would be on the cleanup crew. Silas and 3 others work culling facility number 1 with Huck's husband, Dennis, in charge. Back at the research facility, Hope meets other young people, also smart, but they're there on their own free will, from Civic Republic in Portland. Remember, Civic Republic is in Philly. One other teen that Hope meets is the son of Major General Beale, supposedly the top dog of the CRM. Hope also confronts Huck and wants to know if Iris is okay. Huck knows she's with a Perimeter group, and Hope demands Huck take her to Iris. The next several episodes is a plan by Huck, Hope, and Iris to get Dad out. Iris and Felix and Percy turn themselves in. Elton stays at the Perimeter. Silas escapes the culling facility to be the getaway driver, but the plan is foiled. Silas is recalled. Huck finds out CRM, along with her mom, Lieutenant Colonel Kubelik, killed Omaha and Campus Colony. You know, previously she had only been told they'd been wiped out by a column, not actually by CRM first. And Huck finds out it was part of this big CRM cure experiment thing. Jadis returns in season 2 as a CRM warrant officer. It seems Jadis loves CRM and its philosophy. She believes CRM is the last light of the world. Leo also finds proof that CRM is not what they pretended to be. It is discovered that Portland is the next target, so the mission now is not only to get the dad, Leo, and the other scientists out, but somehow warn Portland and try to stop the massacre. Several plans begin in motion. They kidnap Bill's son. Percy is killed in the fight. Perimeter group is under attack but gets help in the firefight. Dennis is shot. Hook fights Jadis but loses, though she is able to destroy the poison gas meant for Portland. Dennis and Silas are about to get caught, so Dennis tells Silas to shoot him and get caught. Dennis says to tell them Silas was his prisoner so that he can live. Silas is meant to go undercover in the CRM to eventually tell everyone what is really happening. Elton gets bit, losing his arm at the end. The scientists do escape, and with hope they set up a lab still working on a cure. Iris leaves to Portland to warn them about CRM. Silas is shown with Jadis being trained as a CRM soldier. Jadis is able to lay blame on Lieutenant Colonel Kublik, who is taken to the same rehabilitation facility that she sent that soldier to. We did learn in Season 2 that the soldier mentioned was eventually labeled an A and was experimented on. We're left with Portland's fate in the air, Silas inside the CRM with Jadis and the scientists working in their new makeshift lab. Season 2 had an amazing post-credit scene. I will link to the videos I did on just that scene instead of going over it here. Find those links in the description below. And just remember that this was set 10 years into the apocalypse. So it would be a little bit around the time Magna's group arrived at Alexandria. As far as the scene at the end of Season 11, Episode 24 of the main show, The Walking Dead with Rick, Rick's part was before the events that happened in World Beyond. This was a really rough, vague recap of World Beyond Seasons 1 and 2. If you have any questions, definitely put them down in the comments below, and you know I'll join you there. This is James in Nashville. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Dead stuff.